The Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code HGP. Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I'm your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me tonight is my co-host, Joel Meyer, as well as guest friend of the show, Discord member, Selkie spreader, future donator, JestingArcher. How we doing tonight, boys?
Doing nice.
Yeah, it's doing better now, but Wednesday is the day that I go to the hospital, and it was another rough one. You know, the nurses, they're like picking at my wounds, my burns, just like getting the scabs off and shit. It hurts like hell. But I'm glad that's over for another week at least. And yeah, speaking of wounds, I mean, last night was just bad. The overs were not looking good. I thought the first game should have gone over, but we'll get into that. But yeah, it was not a good opening day. Although the 2026 Stanley Cup winner off to a good start, the Colorado Avalanche beating down the LA Kings. So it was a good way to end the night, at least.
Yeah, you at least had the Avs as one of your puck buck bets there, and I'm sure one of your actual bets. I had the Kings. I had the Kings, and they just did not show up. I didn't watch much of that game, but looking at the box score, it just and seeing the highlights from the Avs, it seems like McKinnon and Demko are picking right up where they left off.
Nice. I can't win a bet to save my life in the last week, so doing great. Glad I'm here.
Hockey season is back here. We have a big 14-game slate on Thursday, and we got a guest here, so probably going to just get right into that. I guess we can quickly go over the puck buck bets from last night. Before that, make sure you guys are subscribed. If you're new listeners, longtime listeners, we are here on YouTube. Just search for the Hockey Gambling Podcast. We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Please leave us a 5-star rating and review over there on Apple, and I'll read them here on the show towards the end. Also, if you are looking to get involved with the Hockey Gambling Podcast, whether it be on the as a host or guest or social media back end, if you want to advertise, whatever, get in touch with us on Twitter at HockeySGPN, in the comments, Discord, wherever. We should be plenty of chances to get to us there. But yeah, pulling up the puck buck bets here. I had Florida on the puck line. I had Florida race to 4, and I had the Kings. They're all 3 losses. Joel had all 3 overs, and then the Avalanche to save him from going 0-4. The Panthers should have got 4 goals in that game. They should have been able to win by 2. It should have gone over.
I agree. That game definitely should have been the highest scoring game of the night, but just some unlucky bounces and whatnot. You had the right side too with that Florida. I mean, they were so much better than the Blackhawks. It's a miracle that was just a 1-goal win.
They got Spencer Knight, Vezina candidate in net.
Yeah, and speaking of Vezina candidates, Arthur Silovs pitched a shutout for the Penguins. This one, actually, the expected goals were like 7. But Shesterkin did his thing, and Silovs was good. But Penguins are way better than the Rangers. I mean, I'm not too concerned about Penguins, my under point total for them, but definitely concerned about the Rangers rather. They were absolutely miserable in the home opener. I don't know, like JJ Miller. I guess he's still hurt or whatever, but he looked like shit. Mm-hmm. The new captain there. I don't. Looking at the expected goals, I don't really regret this over 5.5. Even though it lost. And then finally, the Avalanche were way better than the Kings. The third period, if you look at the expected goals, it was all garbage time, really, when they were down 3-0, I think it was. And even though this one almost went over. The Kings pulled the goalie when it was 4-1. But unfortunately, we could not get an empty netter, just like in Florida. So, yeah, some bad luck, but also some bad bets. Anyway, hockey's back. Hooray.
Yeah, a few of these overs did move up to 6.5. I think the Kings one did. I think the Rangers one did. A lot of Smitty in the chat. Talk to SGPN higher ups. They denied Ryan request to get the premium plan for more storage for his Google account. I was just up there on the screen. That's good there from Smitty. Hopefully we can have Smitty on the show sometime this season. Yeah, the Rangers, they touched on it in the broadcast. Like, their bottom two lines are not going to score. They have Connor Sheary, Noah Laba, Taylor Radish, Adam Enstrom, Sam Carrick, and Matt Rempe.
Matt Rempe, he got 3 goals last year.
Matt Rempe is a sideshow act. He's go on the traveling circus. We don't want to see you out there anymore. You're out there hurting people. You can't skate. You can't control your body. Get out of there, Matt Rempe. It was a fun enough story while it lasted there. But yeah, Rangers, really no juice there. Shutout in their home opener. But yeah, good for the Avs to get off to a hot start there. Yeah, make sure you guys check out the SGPN app for all of our free picks and podcasts there. Yeah, I guess we could touch on it right now. Jack Eichel is staying in Vegas for 8-year extension, $12.5 million, same amount as McDavid. 13.5 million. Yes, just $1 million more. But still, fantastic deal by Vegas. I was sure Eichel was going to market.
I was not sure. I knew he was going to get recently signed, but not for this cheap. Once again, Kelly McCrimmon and Golden Knights front office doing a great job. And this is going to look like an absolute steal in a few years as the cap continues to go up significantly. Yeah, it's not quite the McDavid bargain. Nothing is in the history of the NHL, really. But it's up there for sure. So definitely a team-friendly deal. Of course, it helps in no tax state and all that, but no, it's more just Eichel loving the culture there and sees no reason to go anywhere else. So great deal for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, Golden Knights, they got him knocked up now, 13.5. Of course, Mitch Marner, $12 million. Mark Stone, not 9.5.
It sounded like you said knocked up.
Oh,
it got him knocked up.
Mark Stone, only has 1 year after this at $9.5 million, so then they can go out and sign some other big name free agent. Vegas is just going to keep being good and just bring all these good players, and that's just they're building a team the right way. Seattle is doing it slowly. They got helped out by the expansion draft and GM's helping them out, but they're taking advantage of everything they can.
Sounds like Carter Hart's going to go there pretty quickly too.
Yeah, he'll probably end up there. To add him and Aiden Hill could be a pretty good tandem there. So yeah, Vegas futures are going to be good. And then Kyle Connor also signed a long-term deal to stay in Winnipeg, which is shocking. Who wants to stay in Winnipeg? Who wants to go to Winnipeg? 8-year, $96 million. What's that? $12 million a year. I think that's probably around fair market value. Probably could have got more elsewhere, but I guess he wanted to stay in Winnipeg, and good for the Jets for getting him signed.
Yeah, they've gotten like 3 players. I think Scheifele, Hellebuck, and Connor all locked up for long term, which is what they needed. I mean, they don't really. That's kind of like their 3 culture pieces right there. They got no one else really. It's kind of.
Hey, don't do my boy Cole Perfetti like that.
He's already injured.
Josh Morrissey too. He's probably a top 5 defenseman.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they got Velarde locked up too. They got their whole top line locked up through at least 2031, and Neil Pionk there too. Of course, a key piece when you think about the Winnipeg Jets. Key piece. Okay, yeah. So that's the 2 big news things on Wednesday here. But let's get into this 14-game slate so we don't go too long on this. Let me share this tab for the odds. Going to kick things off here at 7 p.m. We have the New Jersey Devils plus 136 at the Carolina Hurricanes minus 162. Over under is at 5.5. Over at minus 122. Under at plus 102 here. I think I like the Hurricanes here. Hurricanes at home minus 162. Think this is going to be a very close matchup. If it was later in the season, I might like the Devils a little bit, but I want to see how they come out of the gate after another good off season for them. Getting Luke Hughes locked up there. We'll see how he is after missing most of training camp. But Carolina at home, 31-9-1 last season for the Hurricanes. So maybe a little bit too high of a price, but I'm willing to pay that at a minus 162. We saw them dominate in the playoffs. They won every home meeting last season, 4-2, 5-2, and then 4-1, 3-1, and then in overtime in the playoffs. So Hurricanes, possibly even Hurricanes regulation or puck line. As for the total, I don't know who's starting for the Hurricanes. They have probably have Anderson going there for them over Kochetkov, and then I'm assuming it's going to be Markstrom for the Devils. I guess I would look to the over, but nothing too strong like last night.
I think this is a pretty fair line. I don't have too much interest. It's probably reflective of both these teams' power ratings. So if I had to bet it, it would be the Devils. Yeah, not exactly a great track record against the Hurricanes last year, as you outlined, but I do think that they are a more capable team this year, second year under Sheldon Keefe, and yeah, but it's not something I'm betting myself. But of course, we're gonna ride with every over again on Thursday. So once again, give me, as long as these totals are still pretty low, we're gonna live and die by the goals. So over 5.5. Yeah, not confident in either goaltender with the way the Markstrom played last year. A lot of legit offense in both teams. So yeah, over 5.5 for me.
Yeah, I'd look to the way of the Devils. I saw that Luke Hughes is playing or been practicing on Power Play 1, so that'll be interesting to watch. I know he missed all camp, but it should be interesting. Maybe it's a high-scoring game, but I would only play the Devils at this point.
Right. Yeah. Last year, I'm looking up the over-unders for last year for these teams. Devils went under a lot, 48 and 34-3. Hurricanes 49, 40 and 8. But yeah, to start the season, hopefully these overs can come through for us on Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, going down to 7 p.m. again, we got the Philadelphia Flyers plus 164 at the Florida Panthers minus 198. Panthers puck line plus 136. Total is 5.5 over minus 122 under plus 102. I'll take this one again for my fly guys here. Cam York starting the season on the IR, so our blue line is even more decimated than it was before. So going to have Adam Yinning, Igor Zamula, Noah Juleson, Joel's favorite from Vancouver, and Dennis Gilbert out there as for the defenseman, which is not a good recipe for success against the reigning Stanley Cup champions. So I would love to be able to bet on the Flyers here, but I can't quite do it. But I will go with that over 5.5 at minus 122. Spencer Knight had to make 34 saves. Florida had like 20 shots in the first period. I think they get a pretty easy win against the Flyers here. So I would go with the over and then Panthers puck line, if anything.
Right. Panthers looked really good against the Blackhawks. To no one's surprise, most teams should look really good against the Blackhawks. But yeah, like we were saying last show, I'm not really confident one way or the other for this Flyers team. I don't know who they are, so I'm probably just going to stay away once again from the side. But yeah, just give me more goals here. Yeah, Panthers offense looked legit. Bobrovsky looked pretty good too, even though he didn't face too much action. But yeah, we'll see how Rick Tocchet plays. I mean, it could be a totally different style there under him. I know he really emphasizes defensive structure and all that. So we'll see. Flyers were they were a pretty good over team last year, if I remember correctly. There were a fair amount of goals in their games, but
40 and 40 and 2. So they seem like an over team, but yeah, just at 500 there.
All right. Well, anyway, we're going over 5.5. Big surprise.
Yeah, I mean, I would look to the way of Flyers personally. I think I'll be betting it tomorrow. I obviously like the over too. I just from watching the preseason, they looked like they were really chipping on offensively, the defensemen at least. So if they're just gonna go full offense, I mean, I also watched the game the other night. It looked like they were getting kind of banged up, the Panthers. So maybe they take a little bit, off. Not really a big game for them anymore. So I would look to the way of the Flyers personally.
Reinhart got stitches. Erod took a puck to the inside of the knee, but they both returned. So
yeah, I know, but it's game 2. I mean, they don't really have to go. I mean, it was their banner night. They didn't have to. You want to win for the fans in that game, but second game, personally, I think they're gonna take a little bit gas off. That's just how I'm gonna look towards that way.
Yeah, I like it. All right, let's do 7 o'clock here. Ottawa Senators plus 140 at the Tampa Bay Lightning minus 166. Total is at 6.5 over at plus 110. The under at minus 130. Joel, take it away.
Well, we got one of my teams this year going against one of Archer's teams in the Ottawa Senators. I love the Lightning here, -166. I think they are a much better team playing at home, elite home team. I like it quite a bit. I think this should be like -190 to be fair. So, yeah, I love the Lightning here. And of course, the over 6.5. We'll see some goals. We'll hopefully Vasilevsky gets a season like last year. If so, there's nothing stopping this team. But even with good goalies, I think we'll see some goals here once again. So over 6.5. Lightning and the over.
Yeah, I know Joel says I like the Ottawa here, but I think for game 1 of the season, I think Tampa Bay is going to take it personally. Not that I think they're a little bit closer, but I noticed that Zetterlund's been practicing on the first line, so I would look to his props personally. I don't really have any bet on the side yet, for sure, but I would look definitely to the over and maybe some Zetterlund props playing the first line.
Yeah, I think the Lightning here have to be the play. I agree with Joel. This line I think should be higher. He mentioned Lightning are a home team, 29-8-4 at home. Senators won 18-19-4 on the road last season. Lightning just gonna do what the Lightning do. Senators, we'll see what they are throughout the season, but I like the Lightning here. Going to be betting on them, and then you got to go with the over 6.5. Can't take an under in these early games. Okay, we are brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And we're brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. For example, you can get the Eagles -7.5 at just -103. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. Okay, sticking here at 7 p.m. We got the New York Islanders -122 at the Pittsburgh Penguins +102. Total at 5.5, over -125, under +105. Archie, start us off here.
Yeah, so it's no big secret that I like the Isles this year. Game 1, I definitely think Sorokin's getting the start. So I think it's going to go under. I watched the Penguins play the other night, and that was not an inspiring effort by any means from any scoring effort. I didn't watch the entire game, but bits and pieces I did. I just was not impressed. So I think the Isles are going to come out strong. I like the price at -122, and definitely the under personally.
I'm going the other way with the total, as you'd expect. I mean, on the surface, you're wondering why is this total slightly higher than a couple of the other games, considering the way that the Islanders have played historically. But now without Lou Lamoriello in the building and Patrick Roy plays more up-tempo style, I think we'll do see the offense freed up a little more. And Penguins, they had over 4 expected goals against the Rangers, and now they're at home. I think that they'll have more license to go forward. So, I do think that we'll see goals in this one. 2, maybe not 2, but 1 elite goalie notwithstanding. We'll see if Shelovs gets another start, but it'll probably be Jari, I expect, right? Unless he's hurt or something. Why did Shelovs start in the opening game?
Maybe he's the starter now. Jari was on the bench. They showed him on the bench and then the broadcast.
All right. Well,
I mean, with the way that game went, it makes sense why he started.
Yeah, you can't bench him off of shutout, can you?
We'll see. Regardless, doesn't matter if it's Shelovs or Jari. I think we're gonna see goals in this one. So over 5.5 for the side. The Islanders, one of those mystery teams for me. Don't really have a read on them just yet. But the Penguins, they look better than I expected. Maybe it's just the Rangers being absolute shit. But the side I would stay away from myself. But over 5.5 once more.
Yeah, I am liking the over and the Penguins here. I'm taking the Penguins at home in their home opener +102. They were bad last season overall, but at home 21-15-5, so that's over 500. And the Islanders on the road 16-18-7, so that's 16 wins, 25 losses there. And the Penguins hit a few posts against the Rangers. Shesterkin was coming up big. So I think, going home now, potentially Crosby's final season, the final season with the big three all together, they're going to want to get the win here. I can see this line being flipped to the Penguins being minus 110 or higher by puck drop here. So I like the Pens at plus 102. And give me that over 5.5, minus 125. These were the fourth and fifth most profitable over teams last year. So going with the over in the Penguins here.
Yeah, it helps when every Islanders game is lined at 5.5. But yes. I wouldn't have expected that.
Okay, going down to 7 o'clock again here. Got the New York Rangers minus 115 at the Buffalo Sabres minus 105. This total is up at 6.5. Under is at minus 130 with the over at plus 110. I will take this one here. I'm not really sure what to think about the Rangers. They JT Miller, I should have realized, missed most of training camp and preseason. I should not have taken his assist prop there, but I mean, the Rangers have looked bad overall. They split the season. No, Buffalo went 2-1 against the Rangers last year with a 6-1 win and then an 8-2 win in February here. Home opener versus a team that got shit kicked in their home opener and is going on the road now, going to be motivated under Mike Sullivan. But I think I would have to look to the Sabres here, if anything. It's expected to be a big year for them. I've been looking at preseason stats. Apparently Frank Nazar had a big preseason. He scored last night. So trying to read into that a little bit. And a bunch of the Sabres had good stats there. I think Josh Norris was up there quite a bit. So I would look to the Sabres here if I had to play a side. And I might look to the under, but I think it's going to be, Alex Lyon is projected to start because UPL is injured, I believe. But I'd still look to the under, 6.5. You got Shesterkin. The Rangers weren't generating much offense, but I guess the stronger player would be the Sabres, but I'm probably not going to be betting this game.
I expect a stronger effort from the Rangers. Mike Sullivan is pretty depressed in his post-game presser, and I think he gets them going a little better. I don't know. The Rangers are distracted by what's going on at Yankee Stadium at the same time. I don't know. Fuck the Blue Jays, fuck the city of Toronto all together. So I was happy about that at least, but I would take the Rangers here for a side. But once again, the over 6.5 plus 110. That's the way we're going. I know Rangers were putrid offensively against the Penguins, but Sabres, I wouldn't say that they're weaker than the Penguins offensively, but I do think we get some more energy out of the Rangers in this one. And we know how the Sabres play, just balls to the wall, foot on the pedal offense. So let's see some goals. Not exactly scared of Alex Lyon in net. So once more over 6.5.
So I'm looking at the Sabres for sure. And for some props, I'm looking at Tuck and Thompson. Both are competing for USA Olympic rosters. So they're going to be motivated to come out firing right away in the first month or two. And big additions with Josh Doan and Kesselring for their defense, like the Sabres defense overall. So I think they're going to be a little bit more defensively sound this year. Notice that Ruff has come down in Jack Adams odds. So I'm a little bit more higher on the Sabres than I thought originally.
Every year, everyone likes the Sabres, and they always disappoint. And Sabres should get it done at home, I bet. But we'll see what happens there in the end. All right, going down to 7 p.m. here. Again, we have the Montreal Canadiens plus 110 at the Detroit Red Wings minus 130. Got a 6.5 here, under minus 130, over at plus 110. Joel, what are you taking here?
This would be a border game, of course, with the Canadiens playing. Is it in Montreal tonight or is it in Toronto? I forget.
It's in Toronto. It doesn't matter. I mean, both.
I know.
Yeah.
just saying. But they got to go down to Detroit after playing the Maple Leafs, so it's not a good spot at all for the Habs. I do think that they're the better team, of course, but the back-to-back is tough. I expect it's Montembeault tonight. I haven't looked myself, and then it'll be Dobby tomorrow. Jacob Dobbs, if that's his name. But I'm staying away from the sides. Red Wings, I don't think that they're going to be very good this year, but it's a great situation for them. So it's once more we're going with the over 6.5. Canadians back up in nets. Canadians love to play high octane game. Red Wings very bad defensively as well, and some good power play numbers though. So yeah, let's see 7+ goals in this one too.
Yep. So this is kind of a wait and see for me personally. This is a big emotional game tonight for Montreal technically because big rivals against Toronto. So I would personally originally lean to Detroit. That's how I would. No, not lean. Sorry, I would look to their way. But that's just me. I can't really. I have no other takes on this game. This is just kind of a wait and see.
This might be one of my favorite bets on the board on the Red Wings, -130. Montreal, big emotional game, like you said, in Toronto. Going to be getting up for that one. Going to definitely have some bumps and bruises after getting into it with the Leafs. Last year on the road, Canadians went 17-19-5. Red Wings were 22-16-3 at home. Same thing as the Sabres. Red Wings want to be good again. We'll see if they can actually do it. Team debut for John Gibson, of course, who they traded for in the offseason against Dobis there for Montreal. So you got Gibson, you got Dobis. You got to go with the over 6.5. Yeah, I like the Red Wings here quite a bit at -130. And that puck line at +190 could be interesting there. Or team total. We're seeing team total shout out in the chat. So that could be a good look against a tired Canadians team. Okay, down to 7 o'clock here again. Lined up perfectly at the Chicago Blackhawks +136 at the Boston Bruins -162. We got a 5.5 over -125 under +105. Archie, how are you feeling about the Bruins home opener here?
I don't know yet. I know Swayman's confirmed for tonight, so we'll probably see Korpisalo tomorrow. I mean, that's a good opener to hopefully play a terrible team, so I would definitely look to the way of -162 for them. Maybe some more Lindholm props, but I got nothing else more to say about that. It's gotta wait and see how they play game one before I can really say much.
Yeah, they played tonight in Washington, so yeah, going to be a tough back-to-back for them.
Right, yeah, we've seen the Blackhawks already. Was not impressed in the slightest. They were fortunate to be in that game at all. Just a couple off chances like Frank Nazar on the breakaway, and I forget the other goal. But no, they were not bothering the Panthers at all. I know the Bruins are obviously not the Panthers, but they should be still good enough to handle the Blackhawks, even on the back-to-back. But like I said last show, the back-to-backs in the early season aren't so bad because these guys are good to go. They're not banged up, like they will be in February and March. So yeah, Bruins here. Maybe wait a bit, see if the line goes a little bit down when you get the Korpisalo confirmation. But yeah, and this is one that I haven't bet the over in because the Blackhawks offense against the Bruins defense, I don't think that they're getting too many chances, and the Bruins are obviously pretty tepid offensively themselves. So the under 5.5 there, +105 is actually this is just one under. I'm actually thinking about betting.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer Knight looked good. The Bruins aren't going to generate the chances that the Panthers did. You're going to have Korpisalo. Bruins have a solid defense in front of them, and really not much offense. It's basically the top line with Pasternak, and that's pretty much it for them. So, yeah, this might be an under to look at. I would look the Bruins way here, and I'm not sure if I'll play it at -162. I do want to see how they'll perform tonight in Washington. Could be coming back home after a loss and want to be a little bit more motivated. Last year on back-to-backs, 5-4-1, so better than they were on 1 or 2 days rest. Actually, that was their best point percentage on any situation there at 550. So not a problem for the Bruins with 2 solid goalies there. So yeah, Bruins -162. But like Joel said, wait, hope the Blackhawks get some money and get the Bruins a bit better here. Okay, down to 8 p.m. here. Got the Columbus Blue Jackets +105 at the Nashville Predators -125 at the total at 6.5. Under is -130 with the over at +110 here. Two teams looking to, Columbus looking to prove that last year was for real, and Nashville looking to prove that last year was a fluke. So Predators here opening up at home. Let's see. Last year at home, they were 20-18-3, which is a lot better than 10-26-5 on the road all things considered there. Columbus was 14-23-4 on the road. So, just based off that, I don't know how these teams have been doing in the preseason. Not sure who's starting for Columbus either. Could be Jet Greaves, could be Elvis Merzlikins, gonna be UC Saros in there for the Nashville Predators. So I think I got to go with the home team Predators here against Columbus. Last season they split the season series, each team winning at home. So yeah, gonna go with Nashville here at home, -125. Probably not play a total, but if anything, I'd go to the over.
I agree with all of that. I would expect it to be Jet Greaves, though. He had surprisingly good numbers for a Blue Jackets goaltender, and I think that he'll be the starter for the Blue Jackets this year. So, yeah, but I still like the Predators here. Really disappointing season last year, obviously, with finishing third or fourth worst in the league. Despite all the hype going into it with their free agency victories. I still think that they're the better team, and we'll prove it here with the win. So give me the Preds. Blue Jackets, they're a fun young team, that's for sure. But I think a lot of their success was based on the vibes, just getting after it after the Gaudreau tragedy. So I expect them to come down a little bit more to earth. Give me the Predators, and once more the over 6.5. We know about how the Blue Jackets play, and the Predators themselves have a lot of offensive juice themselves. So over and the Preds for me.
I'm going to go against you guys a little bit. I like the over for sure, but I'm kind of on Columbus here. I'm not really sure what this line. I don't really get this line a little bit. I think the Columbus is a way better team right now. I noticed that the first round, the 5th overall pick for the Predators is starting on the first line. His first game. I don't remember what his name is. It's like Brady something, but
Brady Martin.
Yeah, Brady Martin.
How can you forget, man? We won a ton of money on
here. I thought his name was Smith for some reason, but I don't know why. But I just think Columbus is much better in this matchup. I am definitely there for the over. I think it's going to be goals for sure. But I just don't think Nashville's any good. Just don't see it.
Yeah, Brady Martin, top line center with Ryan O'Reilly shifting to right wing for some reason, and their second line center is Fedor Svechkov there. So Predators going to be needing some help down the middle if Brady Martin can't stick as a 18, 19-year-old there. But yeah, Columbus was the second most profitable over team behind the Sabres last year, so the over is the way to go here.
No, that makes more sense.
Yeah. All right, down to 8 p.m. again here. Got the Minnesota Wild +105 at the St. Louis Blues -125, over 5.5 -120, under 5.5 +100. Joel, how you betting this one?
These are two teams with a little bit of hype in the market. Their point totals have been, gradually going up a little bit. And the line I think is pretty fair. I'm a bit higher though on the Wild. So if I had to make a bet on the side, it would be that +105, the road dog. The over 5.5 and -120. This is the lowest line we've seen so far on this slate, and that's the way I'm going. I think both teams are a lot better offensively than this line indicates, and I'm not totally impressed by the goaltending. I know Pennington is great in key moments and all that, but not exactly an elite playoff performer, and Gustafsson is inconsistent to say the least. So over 5.5 is my favorite bet in this one.
I don't really get this line either. I think the Blues and Wild are kind of close, but I don't understand why the Wild are dogs still. I mean, they have Kaprizov. They still have really good forward depth, and I don't think there's anything too special about the Blues other than really averageness. So I would only look to the Wild here, and maybe the over. I'm not too sold on that.
Yeah, over would probably be the way to go. You got Gustafsson, who's pretty good, coming off. I think he signed an extension there in Minnesota. Binnington can come up in big spots, and maybe the home opener he comes up in a big spot for. But the play I'm going with is the Wild here +105. Just a much better team. They were better on the road than they were at home last year. 23 road wins, 22 wins at home. Blues only had 24 wins at home, so nothing too impressive there. And I just don't like the Blues. I enjoy fading the Blues, and I guess I'm on the Wild bandwagon this year with my Kaprizov heart takes, and I think they're bound to bound to have a pretty good year. So started off with a plus 105 here at St. Louis.
I don't think Austin M is gonna like that in the chat.
His Blues. Talk the Blues.
Caprice of heart takes. I didn't know that you were that strong on that one.
He's the guy that I would target out of like the top 5. I think like he is in that price range. He's the only one worth betting.
Can he keep up in points though with McDavid or Cooch?
He was on pace last year. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe though, but he still got injured. He injured last 2 years.
We'll see. I haven't bet anything, but like that's just what I would bet. I'm just being transparent there. Okay, going down to 8 p.m. again. Dallas Stars minus 115 at the Winnipeg Jets minus 105. The total is at 5.5. Over minus 115. Under at minus 105. Archie, what do you have here?
So I'm a big fan of the Stars this year. I think they're gonna take this game. I noticed the Jets have taken some injuries on their second line. I know it's Perfetti, and I forget who the other person is on the second line. So they're a little bit banged up heading into the year. Jets are. So I would only look to the way of the Stars here. No look on the total, and that's all I got. I'll be honest.
We'll see what's going on with Stars under new old head coach, Glenn Gulletson. I think good is how you say his name. I think that they're the superior team, and like you said, the Jets are banged up, including my guy Cole Perfetti. So yeah, without Ehlers there on the second line, it's looking really weak down the middle. I'm not buying into the Jonathan Daves comeback story. So yeah, the first line is legit. Defense is really good. Obviously, Hellbuck can net, but Stars are far deeper, and their first line is elite as well. So, give me the Stars here at minus 115, and not too confident in this one. This is the lowest total of the day so far for good reason. You know, Gulletson is more of a defensive coach than DeBoer. We'll see if that makes itself manifest this season, but yeah, I would still only go with the over, but not one I'm really strong. Actually, this is probably the first side I'm more confident in than the total of the day.
Just one quick thought. Taves is also day-to-day as well, so that's another injury to add to the list.
Yeah, Taves starting this season on the IR here, so who knows what their second line is going to be, and the trickle down there throughout the lineup. So yeah, I like the Stars here at minus 115. I also think the Stars are going to have a big year, but I don't know if I can take Winnipeg at home. One of the best home teams in the league at 37-4 last season.
37-4?
37-4. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 37.
So 30 wins, 11 losses.
Gotcha.
Yes.
37-4. We fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean it's insane. Yes. But I might go with the under here, under 5.5, minus 105. They played 10 times last season, including playoffs. They only went over the total, only more than 5 goals one time, and that was the game 2 or 3 of the playoffs. There, Dallas won 5-2. It was 2-2 after 2 periods, and Dallas scored 3 times in the third. So this might be a that was in Dallas too. So that's not going to happen in Winnipeg. In Winnipeg was the 2-4-0 shutouts in the playoffs and a 4-1 and 4-1 win for Winnipeg. So yeah, under 5.5 here. Maybe a sneaky Winnipeg reverse cowgirl minus 1.5 if you can get a spicy price on that. Okay, it is ad time here. We are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is a great place to play fantasy pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times your entry. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats. It's available for a ton of sports. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code HGP. And you got Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in football in both NFL and the college. They went 8-2 on passing props overs in week 5 and 5-0 on Dylan Gabriel debut props. Rhythm is giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you could win $1,000. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. Okay, down here at 9 o'clock, we've got the Utah Mammoth plus 145 at the Colorado Avalanche minus 175, over 6.5 plus 102, under 6.5 minus 102. Joel, how are you thinking about your Avs here in the home opener?
Yeah, two teams I'm very high on this year, of course. But I think that the line reflects the accurate rating of the Avalanche. Great home team, home opener, of course. And yeah, Utah could certainly spoil the party there, but plus 145 is just not enough to get me to the window. So no interest on the side, but over 6.5. This is one of my favorite bets of the day. I think that this will be a back and forth affair. The Avalanche, they weren't able to get too much through past the Kings, but the Kings are a lot better defensively than the Mammoth are in terms of their overall team structure. And yeah, the Mammoth are a lot more risky offensively in how they play. So I think we'll see a bunch of goals here. And of course, I've said that word like three times here. It's not good. But yeah, a Wedgwood will be likely in net unless something is changed over the past 24 hours. But yeah, I think that Blackwood is still on the shelf. Yeah, Wedgwood is good against the Kings, good enough anyway. But you'd rather have Blackwood in net. But regardless, I like the over 6.5 there. Yeah, we'll see. This will be maybe the most fun game of the day. Two teams with a lot of offensive firepower, and that'll result in some goals. So once more, we're on the over.
Archie, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, I'm muted. That's great. Definitely over. Definitely looking towards the over. It's definitely the most exciting game on the slate for me, for at least at 9. I think it'll be early season altitude though for Utah. I know Colorado's going to be a little bit more acclimated, even though they played in different. So I would kind of look to Colorado anyways, still, even at that price.
That's a good point. Early in the season, guys don't have their legs. It's going to take a toll, the altitude on the lungs.
Just for the record, Salt Lake City, Utah is 4,000 feet above sea level. So it's really not that much of a difference compared to the
I did not think of that.
There. So yeah, we're going to talk about altitude going for teams going to Utah now, or teams going like to Utah, to a different city, to Colorado, like mixing it all up. We got to factor that in now, having another high altitude.
Yeah, it's a hellish back-to-back spot.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the over here. Over 6.5 plus money, plus 102. Wedgwood's going to be good enough, but Mammoth have much more offensive firepower, play more of an open style than the Kings do. And Vejmelka there is good in net, but the Avs are gonna get a few by on that. They're gonna be hyped up for this home opener. So yeah, just taking the over here, over 6.5 plus 102. If I had to take a side, I'd probably take the Avs, maybe on the puck line at plus 145. Just think they get it done here at home. Okay, going down here to 10 o'clock, we have the Anaheim Ducks plus 105 at the Seattle Kraken minus 125, over 5.5 minus 130, under 5.5 plus 110. Archie, you quacking tomorrow?
I am indeed quacking tomorrow. I really like the Ducks. I mean, even though they added a bunch of old guys, but I mean, it still raises their floor, and I still think they're better than the Kraken. That's for sure. I think the Kraken can do something, but not in this matchup. I think the Ducks are going to come out firing. And they're going to want to. I would probably look to the over 5.5 too. I think just these teams are a lot closer, at least at the minimum. So getting plus money on the Ducks, I got to take it. I don't think the Kraken have a great home ice advantage either.
Yeah, a lot of excitement for the Ducks this season for good reason. We'll see if Joel Quenneville can finally get the most out of these guys. Love the coaching change. Greg Cronin, he was an absolute bust, and hopefully now we get to see those young guys realize their potential, and we'll get some exciting late night hockey in Anaheim. So yeah, it's Kraken. I'm down on them this year, as illustrated multiple times in the offseason. On their under and their point total, and I'm on the Ducks over on the point total. So naturally, I'm on the Ducks here. Road Dogs in the over 5.5, as is customary at this point. But yeah, I quite like the Ducks in this spot.
Yeah, love the Ducks here. We'll be quacking plus 105. Last season, these teams, Anaheim won both on the road, 6-4 and 5-2. Seattle won in Anaheim, 3-2 there. So love the Ducks here at a dog number. Seattle was 18-5 last year at home, so under 500 at wins and losses. So yeah, Anaheim here plus 105, but I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on the over. You got those Stahl, you got the Cord, both of them fully healthy, or at least should be here. And looking at that Kraken lineup, I just don't know who's going to score. This could end up being like a 4-1 Ducks win, 3-2, something like that. So playing the Ducks, but going to stay away from the total. All right, down to 10 p.m. here. I got the San Jose Sharks hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. Golden Knights are minus 192. Knights puck line at plus 140. Sharks are plus 160. Total is at 5.5. Over at minus 135. Under at plus 114. I think it's my turn to take it here. So, Golden Knights, I mean, at San Jose, Shark Tank should be rocking. Celebrini, you got Misa making his debut. But it's another rebuilding year for the Sharks. 12-27-2 at home last season. Vegas was 21-13-7 on the road, so still over 500. This is a back-to-back though for Vegas, right? They play the Kings tonight, so that's definitely something to look into for that. Let me see what the Vegas was on no days rest last season. 9-4. So they have no problem going on back-to-backs here, but not going to play the Golden Knights just yet. Hopefully that comes down on the back-to-back situation, which I guess means who's Vegas's backup right now? Akira Schmidt. He's not bad there. So you're going to have Askarov, I'm assuming, starting for the Sharks. So yeah, this is going to be a wait and see game for me.
So I actually saw that Misa and Sam Dickinson are going to be healthy scratches for their home opener. Apparently Ryan Reeves is going to take a roster spot on opening night. So that's a recipe for success. But I'm still going to take the Sharks anyways because home opener, maybe Vegas is going to take it a little lightly coming off the back-to-back because Kings are a little bit more of a threat than the Sharks. But that's just the only way I'd look. I've got no idea for the total how this team's going to play or anything. Some of the additions they've made. So maybe actually, you know what? I'll go with the over. They've made a lot of more a conscious decision to add more offensive talent. I think their first line defense is going to be Nick Leddy and John Klingberg. So not really the best defensive pairing right there, but at least some offense.
No, I mean the Golden Knights playing tonight against the Kings. They're going to take that game a lot more seriously than this one, but they should still have the weapons to beat the Sharks. But minus 192 is certainly too steep for me to lay the wood. If anything, actually, I kind of like the Sharks in this spot. I don't know. This is actually an old rivalry game, and coming back to that old playoff series where the Sharks came down from 3 goals to win it. So there's still some leftover hatred, and so the Sharks I think are a bit live there, plus 160, but I'm not exactly putting a lot of money down on that. But the over 5.5, I do think we get some goals in here. Akira Schmidt in net, and Sharks Askarov, he hasn't realized his potential just yet, despite all the hype around him coming up. So we got some goals here. A nice, very good defensive team, but Marner, Eichel, that these guys still will be able to score on a putrid Sharks defense. So we'll see some. I don't know. I think that this one has the potential to be the highest scoring game of the night. I love the over here.
I just finish up here. I forgot about the rivalry factor and the head-to-head matchups I was looking at earlier today. The Vegas has won 7 straight matchups. Last year won all 3, 7-3, 6-3, and 4-2. So wait for Vegas's puck line and play that. Plus 140 is fine. I'll probably have that as a puck play. And play the over 6.5 once it gets to there at a plus number. Going down to the final game on the docket. You got the Calgary Flames plus 170 at the Vancouver Canucks minus 205. Canucks puck line is plus 130. Total 5.5, over minus 122, under plus 102. Joel, close it out.
Repeat of last year's home opener for the Canucks. Hopefully this one goes better, where they blew a 3-goal lead, I'm pretty sure, with Nucks at my place. We were all celebrating, fucking doing shots. And Already spending the money that we were going to win on the Canucks before the Flames spoiled the night. But yeah, Canucks are a better team, as you could tell by this big price of -205. That's not exciting, but I do think that the Canucks are going to be better. I mean, everything went wrong for the Canucks last year. The injuries, the drama with JT Miller, and Pettersson just playing like absolute shit. Goaltending question marks. Demko finally making it back, and they still got to 90 points. So I think the Canucks are going to be a playoff team this year, as this line indicates, and the Flames will regress because they were carried by an historically good season from Devin Wolf. Devin Wolf, is that his name? Dustin Wolf, right? I knew that sounded wrong. But yeah, the Flames, they're a bad team. They just didn't know last year, and they were carried by vibes, much like the Blue Jackets in the East. But I expect them to be nowhere near the playoff picture come March. So yeah, for the side though, the price is what it is, and it's just too much. So we're gonna go with the over 5.5. We'll see if Adam Foote, defensive guy naturally, but I think the Canucks will be a bit better offensively than they were under Rick Tocchet, even at the expense of some defense. So not this is definitely not my favorite game of the night, even though I'll be paying close attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, at first look, -205 is a lot to pay for the Canucks. So maybe I really don't know. I would definitely just look to the over. I think it's gonna be Vladar. So that's just how I would look.
Vladar, the Flyers are going to trade him to
Oh, not Vladar. Who's their backup goalie? It's like Devin Cooley.
Their backup goalie's Devin Cooley. Joel must have had Devin on the brain there. Devin Cooley.
Right, that's what it is.
Like Joel, I am not a goalie guy. So just the over for me there. I know Parekh isn't playing tonight, so I would assume he's probably not playing tomorrow either.
That's right. It's a back-to-back. I didn't mention that.
It's back-to-back. Sometimes they just, like, the Flyers are doing it too. They're benching Jet Luchenko and Nikita Grabenkin for Nick Delorier. Like, they get the veteran in the lineup, like Ryan Reeves and whatnot. But yeah, the Flames. Justin Huberdeau is on IR to start the season, so assuming he won't play in this one, that kind of explains the line more. Last season on back-to-backs, Flames were outscored 28-17, went 3-6-1. Devin Cooley last year had a .905 save percentage in the AHL. His career NHL save percentage is .870. So just give me the Canucks here on the puck line at home to open things up. -1.5 at +130. Okay, that is the big 14-game slate there. Let's get into our puck buck bets for Thursday. I was going through and adding most of mine in while we were talking about it. So I will run through those here. I got the Flyers Panthers over 5.5 at -122 for 25 puck bucks. Lightning -166 for 33. Over in that game, 6.5 +110 for 20. Pittsburgh +102 for 20. Over 5.5 -125 for 25. Detroit -130 for 39. Montreal, Detroit over 6.5 +110 for 20. Nashville -125 for 25. Minnesota +105 for 20. Dallas, Winnipeg under 5.5 -105 for 21. Utah, Colorado over 6.5 +102 for 20. Anaheim +105 for 20, and then Vegas on the puck line at +140 for 15, and Vancouver on the puck line at +130 for 20.
All right, we're gonna try and quickly run through all the overs. Let's go. Devils, Hurricanes over 5.5. 25 puck bucks on that one. Senators, Lightning over 6.5 +110. 25 puck bucks on that one. Do I want the Flyers, Panthers? All right, Flyers, Panthers over 5.5. -122. 25 puck bucks there. Rangers, Sabres over 6.5 +110. 25 there. Islanders, Penguins over 5.5 -125. We'll go 30 on this one. Ooh. Yeah. Canadians, Red Wings over 6.5 +110. 25 puck bucks there. We'll skip Blackhawks, Bruins. Wild Blues over 5.5 minus 120. 30 puck bucks in this one.
Okay.
Stars Jets. This is something I did bet, but I'm not super confident in it. We'll skip that one. Blue Jackets Predators though over 6.5 plus 110. 25 puck bucks there. Mammoth Avalanche over 6.5 plus 102. 30 puck bucks. I'm just using the one book, so I'm giving you.
That's all I did too. Like, it's at this point in the season, they're all the same. We can, when we're doing stuff so much more in advance, we can separate it, whatever.
All right, let's go. Ducks Kraken over 5.5 minus 130. 30 puck bucks on that one. Night Sharks over 5.5 minus 135. 30 puck bucks here. And for the sides, we'll skip Flames Canucks. Let's go Lightning regulation minus 115. 30 puck bucks. What else do we like? Wild plus 105. Just 20 puck bucks. Stars money line 25 puck bucks minus 115. Predators money line minus 125. 25 puck bucks. I got a lot of bets. I see.
Yeah.
Ducks money line plus 105. Just 20 puck bucks there, and I think we're sorted. That's good.
All right, that's a lot of puck bucks there. If you don't want to go back and re-listen, you can go on the YouTube video around 56 minutes. They're all there. So make sure you subscribe, like, and comment while you were on the YouTube watching there. Archie, what are your favorite plays for Thursday?
I would say like Minnesota and Anaheim at the plus money numbers for sure. That's definitely where I'm going to be going. I'd also like to take this time to shout out to someone in the Deep Dive Discord that mentioned some first coach fired bets. I think he said Jim Hiller and Andrew Brunette. I think those are two. They're probably
Brunette
the favorites, but I think those are
but Jim Hiller, I like that quite a bit based on what I saw from the Kings.
Both of them are probably very live.
He's been fired already after that fucking.
Where's Jim Hiller? Oh, LA.
Yeah,
he should be gone.
Yep,
he's like 9-1.
Yeah, I'm seeing here at the start of this, or from late September, Brunette plus 450, Patrick Waugh plus 550, Turigny 6-1, Jim Hiller plus 950. So,
I have good one more bet. Give me the same thing you have on the Wild. 20 puck bucks plus 105.
Okay. All right, that's going to do it for us here. No games Friday. We will likely be back Friday night to discuss the
games on Friday.
No games Friday. We got 14 tomorrow, 0 Friday, and the big 16. We got the Frozen Bukkake on Saturday with every team in action throughout the day.
So we can have like 7 back-to-backs today, but we can't have, or tomorrow.
We can't. You can't. The NHL can't figure that out. And then there's one game Sunday, which I guess makes sense because you got NFL going on, but one game Sunday at 7 p.m. and then 10 on Monday for Canadian Thanksgiving. So maybe I'll do something Sunday for that slate if I feel like it, because you're not going to be around Monday. I'm going to the Flyers home opener. Maybe I'll do something Monday early, but we'll see. Keep it posted. The Hockey Gamble Podcast YouTube channel. I'll try to keep you guys updated there. Also on Twitter at HockeySGPN. All right. Anything else here before we close things out?
I'm good.
I'm all set.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. And I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbert, SOP.
And I am Joel Meyer. And you can find me giving Archer a wedgie.
And I'll be lurking in the Discord. Ball emojis.
See ya.